Don't worry about what's going over there. Is I'm cleaning up right now, and I as we all know, Buzz Lightyear is the newest brawler that be added into the game with the newest update being Toy Story. Within the first video, we found out that he was very busted, at least with one of his weapons being the sword. The sword gave him the ability to fly around all over the area. I need to show you a visual actually. The character had a sword like this, he'd be able to do boom, 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 and he had wings for his super, which allowed him to fly through the area like this. This is now, it's not his sword anymore, this is an enemy. Whenever he sees the enemy, he could ooh, and like hit him. Whenever the enemy sees him, boom, 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 he could boom, and get away. I know that perfectly describes it, but I'm gonna show some gameplay footage anyways. He was allowed to fly into the enemy to either to be able to knock them back and deal damage and be able to continue his combo off that, or be able to fly away. He's basically BB with wings, which makes him really good since BB is also an amazing brawler. But now we got two other weapons that we have to use to complete this series of mines to get him to 1,000 trophies using all three of his weapons. So if you guys are willing to be here with me and let me entertain you guys for about, I say 8 minutes, I think. Thank you for even giving this video a chance. You know, it makes me and my daughter very happy to start the video. Start the video. Deciding I was gonna play gym grab. The only thing next to do is pick which one. The only thing next to do is pick which one of the two weapons I'm going to use. One granted me the ability to shoot a laser, burning my enemies in the process, with the super being able to use that ability 5 times fold. His other weapon allows him to shoot out something. I'm not really sure what it is, but his super grants him the ability to fly over his enemies and drop bombs on top of them. This combined with the high damage seems to be a hard match for anybody he goes against. But at the end of the day, I decided to use the laser since the burning ability would allow me to see enemies through the bushes. And the map that we were going to be playing had a lot of bushes. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Now, since I'm able to take away their key element of surprise, the bushes, since they will be hidden, the game should be at least theoretically easier as long as I'm able to hit my shots. But with the weapon chosen, the last thing we can do is just start playing.
I love cheese.
So now that I'm not actually fighting straight bots, the games are actually a bit interesting. The new weapons had its pluses. It was decent damage, and as I said before, the burns allowed me to see through the bushes, and it actually worked out just like I said it would. It was pretty good. Though not perfect, I played the first game pretty well. You know, had some clips here and there, but nothing special. The second game though, I was so much better. Everything about it was perfect. Until it wasn't. This game was so good. I was coming in clutch time after time after time. But then my teammate decided he was the
fucking
LeBron James of BrawlStars and rushed him by himself. While, keep in mind, we were all dead at this point, bro. We were all
fucking
dead.
He also like sells like fake pills to like homeless people.
Why is he mad at me?
He also like sells like fake pills to like homeless people.
Why? So yeah, we lost that game, but it doesn't matter. We chilling. I'm definitely not stressed over it. I know we were expecting this, but yeah, since they're not actually straight trash anymore, things are actually harder. I know, confusing. For example, I need to stop my bad habits of just clicking the shoot button. Because usually when you click the shoot button, it just shoots towards the nearest enemy's last position. But if you're good at the game, all you got to do is just not stay in that last position. I mean, like, as you can see, it's pretty easy to avoid it. And since these people know what they're doing, I'm just missing a lot. Slowly as I'm playing, I'm getting more used to it though, so I'm not missing as much as I was before. But at the start, it was honestly embarrassing. Like, I probably missed like all 3 of my shots at some points when they're close up on me just because I'm in that bad habit. But yeah, it slowly gets fixed over time. Alright, so my opinion, this guy is very different from the other abilities for a lot of reasons. Since it was a small attack in long range, it was a lot harder to hit actual shots on my enemies because you have to actually be precise, like I mentioned before with my auto aiming. Yeah, I hit my shots majority of the times, but if I'm not paying attention, it's a lot harder to hit them. So it was a lot easier because all you really did was just have to get close to them, and no matter what, you're hitting them basically. I'm not sure which of them I like more. Both are good in their own ways, at least for dealing damage. But as of right now, I'm definitely more comfortable, and I think the sword is way more easier. Another thing is his super. His super is nowhere near as good as his super with the sword. The sword allows him to fly wherever you want, whenever you want. But this super is kind of trash, I'm not even gonna lie. I figured out a way to use it in my own way. Like, cause yeah, it does damage, but the way I end up using it is I'll just use all my attacks, and then if it doesn't kill him, then I'll use the super. Because in the super, it's probably just gonna kill me either way. I did this multiple times, like when they're running or just about to die next to me. I'll just use my super instead and just hope that it picks off the remaining damage. But overall, I don't know. Super's kind of mid. Maybe I'm just using them wrong. The last thing I'm gonna talk about what differences is like the burn again. Like I said before, the burn allowed me to see enemies through bushes, and it reminded me a lot like of Crow. Multiple times have I used my attack on them and thought they were gonna die, but for some reason the fire just didn't kill them. Like I think I'm just thinking of the damage wrong, because when I think it's gonna kill him, it never does. When I don't think it's gonna kill him, it does, which is kind of annoying, but who knows? At least it kills sometimes. It's one of those things where you play a character enough. No, it's one of those things where it's one of those things when you play a character enough, you slowly start to learn more about them and feel more comfortable with them. Like how some people like drive cars. They'll be like, oh yeah, you're about to run out of gas. And some people be like, nah, my car is going to make it to the spot, because they know how the car is. And when you go into a parking spot, you know how big your car is, because you just drive it for so much that you're already comfortable and used to the size, so it's easier for you to recognize. Anyways, like another thing with the burn, since you're burning them, they can't heal, which is good for a character with a lot of HP. Because he does damage, but a lot of times you'll end up missing. But the good thing is, even if you miss, they're still burned from your first attack, so they won't be able to heal. As long as you're constantly getting hits on them, they're never going to be able to get a chance to heal, which is especially good against tanks. Multiple times have I fought against a Frank and not killed them very quickly, but since they're constantly taking damage, they never had a chance to heal, and eventually they just die. They either slowly just die from the fire, or like without fighting back, or fight back and realize they can't reach me because the range for this weapon is really good. I know some of y'all might think this grind was kind of easy, but honestly, it was not as simple as y'all might think. What I mean by this is, tell me at the time I kept dying and dying to the point where I keep just leaving the game and just stop playing for like an hour or two, just because I was just tired of constantly losing. It was the point that by the halfway point, half of my games were losses and half of them was wins, which was kind of annoying, but whatever. I was starting to feel like it was just all a waste of time, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just beat the. I'm gonna just do it now, and that's where you see this footage.
Yes, you're tired. Yes, your mind is saying give up. Yes, it's saying quit. But you cannot quit because you realize you have not reached the goal yet. You have come too far to quit in the process. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. Get a reward for your pain.
I'm on the way to work right now, and the video's over, so I'm doing my outro, my opinion on them. Overall, it's good. I will say this is the hardest video I had to make, though, in terms of like actually getting the footage, because, like I said, I just kept losing over and over. But yeah, he's useful in a lot of situations. I'm just not used to playing brawlers like that, because I'm usually a close to mid-range brawler. Plus, I don't know why my team was selling me so much, but no, a lot of this mess ups were on my part too, though. I did some unnecessary deaths and all that stuff. My favorite thing about the character is it gotta be the burn effect, because it prevents them from healing even if you do miss, which is really useful because I missed a good bit. So yeah, definitely don't think it's better than the sword though. I've heard that it's better than the next ability we're gonna do in the next video, but I don't know. I heard it's like an assassin with a bunch of HP type thing, so yeah, that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, if you guys liked it, make sure you like, subscribe, you know, all that basic stuff. Comment down below what future videos y'all want to see, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it.